Okay, so we are going to be talking about exponential functions. And I just wrote it like that because that'll help us remember when we're dealing with exponential functions that the x is in the exponent. Okay, and so that's the first thing we're going to write. The x is in the exponent. And then when we're dealing with exponential functions, we are multiplying. So doubling, tripling, quadrupling, whatever amount we're starting with. And we write exponentials in the form y equals a times b to the x. And a is your initial value, so what you're starting with. Which is going to be your y-intercept. And then b is your multiplier. So how much you are multiplying by each time. Right, and then we are going to draw a line down the middle. And today we are just going to be talking about exponential growth, which is going to be the left hand of our table, and we'll get to the right hand table later on in the unit. So when it is growth, your multiplier is greater than 1. So an example would be like f of x equals 3 times 2 to the x. So this tells us that we're starting with 3. And this 2 here tells us that we are doubling that 3 each time. So we could create a table. So we could pretend it's money, and they're starting off with $3, and then each day they double their money. So if we start with 3 and we double it, we're multiplying by 2 each time. So 3 times 2 would be 6, and then we double $6, and that turns into $12, and we double $12, and that turns into $24. So already on day 3, you would have $24 when you are doubling. And then once we have the table, we would just sketch our graph. X and f of x. And we're going to label the x-axis by 1s. And then we're going to label our y-axis by, or f of x by 4s. And then we're just going to plot the points. So we have 0, 3. We have 1, 6. We have 2, 12. We have 3, 24. And so that's what our graph would look like. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your assignment on exponential growth. So some of it is going to be review. So we've already done these tables. So go ahead, you're going to complete the tables, and then you're going to answer the questions on the first page. And then you're going to do the same thing on the second page. And you're going to just be comparing the graphs and their y-intercepts, which we kind of just talked about. And using different colors for each side of this table, and one color for this table would be great. And then on the last page, you are going to match the equation to the graph. And then the second part of your assignment is going to be graphing exponential functions too. And so I just want to show you how to graph. So this is what you're starting with. 2 is your y-intercept, and then we said 3 is your multiplier. So you could create a quick table for x and y. So we know on day 0 we have 2, and then it's multiplying by 3 each time. So if we start with 2 and we multiply by 3, we get 6. And then we multiply by 3, we would get 18. And it looks like that's all that would fit on our graph. So we would graph those points 0, 2, 1, 6, and 2, 18. Okay, and so that's what you're going to do as you complete this assignment.